Hello, welcome to Gregor's Lab. This is Thing Thursday, episode 2. Uh, so, on this week's Thing Thursday, I'd like to highlight a fan duct mod that I found on a blog post that led me to Thingiverse. It's a Satsana Ender 3 fan duct. What tempted me to print this was two things. One is, who doesn't love to tinker and modify their 3D printers and other projects? And two, a commenter said they were able to print this in PLA Plus and it held up just fine. I was like, sweet, I got some IIID Max PLA Plus on hand that should work, and let's give it a shot. So, it was a 14.5 hour print, and did have to have some supports turned on. I did end up printing a remix of it, which does add support for a BL Touch mounting bracket. But it turned out pretty good. Really liked the results of it. The only downside is PLA and PLA Plus is not really good for high temp environments, so I wanted to test it and crank the hot end up to 235 degrees Celsius, leaving the part fan turned off, and it did start to cause some warping and drooping around one of the nozzles. But whenever I turned it back up, or turned the fan back up to 100%, it started to harden back up and be just fine. So if you use this and use PLA, definitely be sure and use the part cooling fan and have it turned on all the way. Make sure to check that in your G-code settings, because it is easy to overlook. I do plan on reprinting this in some PETG or ABS and ASA. I just gotta get around to buying that filament, but that's all I really have so far for this episode. Thanks for tuning in, and if you can hit that like and subscribe button, that will help a lot, and see you next week.